Here we have an interesting question. We'd like to find the derivative of this function defined to be x f of x at x equals 1. So we don't actually know what the f of x function is, but we do know what f is at 1 and what f prime is at 1. And that's going to be all we need to answer this question. So let's go ahead, let's take the derivative, and you'll notice it's a product rule. So if we want to take the derivative of x f of x using the product rule says we take the derivative of the first function, which is x. The derivative of x is 1. And we multiply it by the second function, which is just f of x. Product rule has a plus in the middle. Now we copy the first function, which is x, and multiply it by the derivative of the second function. What's the derivative of f of x? Well, we don't know. We'll just say it's f prime of x. That's the derivative, whether I know it or not. Okay, so we have the derivative. It's just f of x plus x f prime of x, and our job was to evaluate it at x equals 1. So we can go ahead and just substitute 1 anywhere we see an x. So this would be f of 1 plus 1 times f prime of 1. And if you remember from before, we were given f of 1 and f prime of 1. F of 1 was 2, f prime of 1 was 3. So it looks like, if I just fill those in, f of 1 was 2. I won't bother writing times 1. F prime of 1 was 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. And there we evaluated that derivative and we used the product rule.